All right, guys, let's get into the grades here for the Cowboys 2021 class. Let's go over how I'm grading these. This is my grading scale that I'll be using. 99 to 90, potential cornerstone player. 89 to 80, potential to earn a second contract and possibly a Pro Bowler. 79 to 70, potential to eventually start or depth player. 69 to 60, rotational, developmental, or practice squad. 59 or less, a camp body or somebody that'll get cut. All right, so let's get into the first pick here. Here we go. All right, Michael Parsons definitely is going to come in here to be your alpha male linebacker. Youth movement in full effect here, turning the page on the Garrett guys, like I've been saying. So Michael Parsons, definitely has the potential to be a cornerstone franchise player. So that's why I'm giving him the rating of a 90. It could have been higher if he didn't opt out and has, still has some question marks. And then still, he is a little bit raw in some areas. So the 90 there, but still the potential to be an all-pro and definitely the potential to be a cornerstone player for the Cowboys. Let's go to the next one. All right, in the second round, we went with Kelvin Joseph. I like this player here. You get tremendous value. If it wasn't for the off-field question marks and some of these things that he has outside of football, this grade would be a lot higher. But for what he's going to give the Cowboys, I'm going with a mark of 84 for him. Now, this could go higher, but obviously, as an 84, you're looking at a player who has potential to be a Pro Bowler caliber type of player. That's what I see in Kelvin Joseph. He's going to play opposite of Trayvon Diggs. So he's definitely going to have the opportunity to shine in this system with Dan Quinn. If everything stays clean off the field and he continues to play well on the field, this is going to be a player that has the opportunity to earn a second contract. Let's go to the next one. All right, in the third round, Cowboys went Osa Odigizua out of UCLA, the defensive tackle. So what I like about him, he will be in the rotation, and I really do think he's going to be the future there. I think you're going to be getting a good dose of him. He has that length, he has the leverage, has the speed off the ball, plays the run well, and he can give you some pressure to collapse that pocket. But he plays with great leverage and the length. That wrestler background comes into play. So 79 for him. I think the potential to eventually start, so that's where I'm starting on. That's what I grade him at. I think that's a fair grade for Osa Odigizua. Let's go to the next one. All right, in the third round, Cowboys get Chauncey Golston, the defensive end. I like this player here. I think he's going to give you good position flex. He can play on the outside and on the inside, so he's going to eventually be a starter in the rotation. But for right now, he's going to be a rotational player with the potential to start. So right now, out the box, 77 for me for Chauncey Golston. But definitely a player that could rise in this roster. He has that potential to be here a long time. So here, initial grade 77. Let's go look at the next pick. Here we go. All right, in the third round, the Cowboys picked up Nashawn Wright, the DB. They in the press conference they said they are going to get a look at him at safety. I have looked at two of his games. And, I could see the potential, but I think they're basing this draft pick off projections. So for me, I can't go any higher than a 70 on this one here. I'm going to have to see it. He could very well go lower. He could go higher if he ends up being a gem. But I think this was a little bit of a reach. I still do. And that's a 70 for me. Okay, so let's look at the next pick here. In the fourth round, the Cowboys get the steal of steals, in my opinion, Jabril Cox out of LSU, the linebacker. I love this guy. He can cover the tight ends, can cover your running backs in the flat. Just well-rounded, that I think he gets a little bit of a ding, so I give him an 83 here for my grade, but only because of the injury. If not for the injury, I think, he would be an A+. Well, not an A+, but he would be an A player for me. But right now, I think he has the potential to be a Pro Bowler at some point, getting in the mix. He does have that potential, so that's where I'm going with Jabril Cox. Let's go to the next one. All right, in the fourth round, the Cowboys get Josh Ball, the offensive tackle out of Marshall. I think there's potential here as well. You wanted to get an upgrade over Terrence Steele and somebody that can be an upgrade over Ty Nsekhe. That's somebody that gives you some insurance. So for this one here, I'm going with a 72 for the grade here for Josh Ball. Developmental, but he will have the potential to crack into the starting lineup, and I think he will. I think you'll see some action. I don't know if Tyron will make it. I don't know if La'el Collins will make it. So at some point, we could see Josh Ball playing out there, but he's going to have to beat out a couple of these players, but I think he has that ability. All right, so let's go to the next one here. All right, so right here in the fifth round, Simi Fehoko, the wide receiver. So he's a fringe player for me, one that's right between 70 and 69. So, somebody that will give you depth, but could slide into a starter role with the the likely departure of Michael Gallup. I'm not saying he'll fill that role, but he will be depth. And will he be rotational? Yeah, I think so, but he's gonna really shine on special teams. So he's kind of the fringe player there, so I'll give him a 70. I think that's kind of where his range is at right now as a rookie. What do you guys think about Simi Fehoko? What grade do you give him? Let's go to the next one. Okay, in round 6, the Cowboys go with Quinton Bohanna, the big nose tackle, the true one-tech, two-gap space eater. So I think he has a good chance of making the team here, but strictly rotational, a role player, similar to Fehoko. So going with the 70 as well here for Quinton Bohanna, which isn't bad by any means. Just means that he's going to be a rotational player, a role player type of guy as a rookie. Now let's see where he goes in year 2 and up. But for right now, a 70 grade for this selection here. I do like it. I think it's been needed big time. But that's where I have him at on my board here as a grade. Let's go to the next one. Okay, and then in the 6th round, the Cowboys went with the cornerback Israel Mukuamu, all right, out of South Carolina. So, when you're getting down here at the end, you're looking for players that can give you some depth, can compete, and this kind of thing. So, rotational, developmental player, possibly the practice squad, this kind of guy. So, he's going to have an uphill battle, all right? Being real about it, he's going to have an uphill battle. So, that's where the 65 grade comes into. Could be in the rotation, but can he beat Reggie Robinson? Now, that's a tall order to take on. But I think he still needs to develop, and that might be better for him as a practice squad player. Let's go to the next one. All right, and to close out the draft, the Cowboys went with the versatile guard Mac Farniok out of Nebraska. So for him, I also have in the 65 range because I think he's still needs some development. Could he be rotational? Possibly, but he has to make the team first. So I'm leaning more towards developmental, more practice squad, kind of like Israel. All right, so we'll see what he does. We do need more depth there. We need more bodies there on offensive line. So let's see what he can do. Maybe he can shine and be a gem for us. But for the most part, these late round guys usually are fringe roster guys that typically a lot of times end up as practice squad guys. So let's see what he can do. Guys, let me know what you guys think of the grades here. What grades do you give these players? Let me know in the comments what grades you give these guys, this draft class in the comments there. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to all my subscribers and members. Can't do this without you. It's been a lot of fun. We'll catch you for the next video, guys. Peace.